everyone, and thanks for joining me on Akshita's recipes today. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a Goan ambotik recipe. Now I'm going to be using mori or shark fish, but you can also use prawns for this recipe. This is super delicious, and the best part about it is that the longer you keep it, the taste even much better. So I hope you like today's recipe, and I hope you give it a try. So without much further ado, let's just jump straight ahead into the recipe.
So now we're going to prepare the masala. I'm using 10 Kashmiri dried chilies, 5 cloves of garlic, an inch of ginger. Here I have about 1 tablespoon of tamarind and 1 tablespoon each of coriander, haldi, pepper and cumin powder. Here I have about 1/4 cup of vinegar. Now we're just going to grind all of this using the vinegar to a very fine paste. We're not going to use any water when we're grinding this masala. So once our paste is ready, now we can prepare our ambotik. Now I'm just using 2 medium-sized shark fish or mori fish which have been deep skinned and cleaned and cut into these type of pieces. I'm just applying about 2 tablespoons of salt, and we're just going to keep it aside for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we're going to rinse off all the water once it has marinated for about 15 minutes and clean off all the water. Now we're going to eat about 2 tablespoons of oil in a pan. I'm just going to fry some garlic cloves and ginger and some onion. We're going to fry this till the onion turns a little bit translucent. Now once our onion is nice and translucent, which takes about 2 to 3 minutes, we're just going to add this masala paste that we have ground, and we're going to fry the masala along with our ginger, garlic and onion. Now this is a super simple and very easy recipe. You can also prepare this paste and just keep it in your refrigerator, and whenever you feel like making ambotik, you can just use it. Then we're just going to add about a cup of water and let the water come to a boil. And then we're going to add our fish and cook it, and we're going to add some salt to taste too. Now we're going to cook this on a low to medium flame till our fish is nice and cooked. It turns from a pinkish color to a white color, and you can also just poke it with a spoon or a fork to just see that it's cooked. So this is our ambotik. It's all ready. Now today I'm also going to share with you a very quick masala fried prawns. It's super simple and super easy. This is such an it can be used as a starter. You can just have it with dal and rice or sorak and rice or ambotik and rice. It just goes well with everything. So it's a super simple recipe and a very quick recipe too. Now here I'm just using about 1 cup of prawns which have been deveined, cleansed and washed very well. It's very important that you devein your prawns, because otherwise it could lead to a tummy upset. So that's a very key important factor whenever you're using prawns. Then I'm just going to put about 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to mix it very well. We're going to mix all the prawns well with the salt, or you can just add salt to taste. Then I'm also going to add about 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder or haldi powder. We're going to mix everything well, ensuring that all the prawns have been coated well with this haldi powder. And then we're going to add about 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, or to taste. Now we like our food very spicy, so I've gone with 1 teaspoon, but you can always use 1/4 or just a little bit depending upon how much of spiciness you can tolerate. And then we're just going to keep this aside for some time, and then when we're ready to fry, we're just going to dust it with about 2 tablespoons of rice flour. We're going to mix all of them well because we want all of them to be coated very well with the rice flour. Now what the rice flour does is it makes it very nice and crispy, and I've also added about 1 teaspoon of fine semolina or rava. That adds a lovely crispy taste to the prawns. Now I've just heated about 2 tablespoons of oil in a frying pan, and we're just going to fry them till they're nice and golden brown on both sides. Now always fry them on a low to medium flame. Never heat up your pan or your oil to a smoky consistency or a smoky, your oil should not be smoking hot. It should be just at the right temperature. And once they're done on one side, you just flip them over and fry them on the other side too. So this is such a simple dish, a very easy dish, and it's really super delicious. You don't have to add a lot of other spices and stuff to this, because then the whole flavor of the prawns just go away. So I hope you like today's 2 recipes, and I hope you give them a try. Do let me know in the comment section below how you like today's recipes.
I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. I hope you're going to give it a try. It's super simple and simply delicious. So if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, because I need those big thumbs ups by hitting the thumbs up icon. Also, please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Just hit the red subscribe button that you see somewhere below this video. And once you have subscribed, it will show you a small bell. Go and click on it, because that way, whenever I put up a video or a vlog, or I'm just online, doing a live streaming, wanting to chat with all of you, then you'll get a message for the same. So you can join me on my live streaming chat, and also you come to know when I've put up a new recipe. So saying that, I'd like to end this video here. So have a great day, have a great week, have a great month, have a great year. And stay healthy, stay fit, and be loving and kind to one another. So I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata signing off till we meet again. Bye.
So friends, let's start with today's peas and potato bhaji. Now here I have about 4 light green chilies, 10 cloves of garlic, an inch of ginger, a cup of green peas, 3 small potatoes, and 1 teaspoon each of pepper powder and cumin powder, and some salt to taste. So I'm going to start by making a coarse paste by adding the green chilies, the ginger, the garlic, a little bit of salt, my pepper powder and my cumin powder, and I'm going to grind all of this to a very coarse paste. Now transfer the paste to a separate bowl, and we're going to use the masala water, which is just the water that we're going to clean up the mixer with also. We're going to use that. So now I'm going to peel the boiled potatoes, and I'm going to chop them up into small cubes. Now to boil my potatoes, I put them in my pressure cooker for 1 whistle on high with some water in it, and then I've simmered it for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now I'm going to heat 1 tablespoon of oil in a pan. Once my oil is nice and hot, I'm going to add this coarsely ground paste, and I'm going to fry this paste really well for about 2 to 3 minutes till I get the lovely aroma of the fried paste. So this will give you a lovely aroma of some pepper, some cumin, the green chilies, the ginger and the garlic. Now I'm going to add just about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric or haldi powder. Mix everything in well. And then I'm going to add the green peas. Now you can use fresh green peas, or you can use the frozen peas, whatever is available. Mix everything well together. Now if you're using the frozen peas, you need to thaw them, or what you can do is just when they're frozen, just put them in a bowl of water and then drain the water after 2-3 minutes. Now I'm going to add the boiled potatoes, which I've made into cubes, and I'm going to mix everything very gently. We don't want to break the potatoes. Now one trick I like to share with you here is that I always like to if I'm making this recipe, I always like to boil the potatoes the previous day and refrigerate them. That way they become nice and firm and so yeah, it's very easy to chop, and they don't become mushy, they don't disintegrate. So it's always good if you're planning to make any recipe with boiled potatoes to boil the potatoes the previous day and then refrigerate them and then use them the next day. Now I'm going to add this masala water, and we are going to just mix everything nicely. Now this potato bhaji goes very well with some puris or even with some chapati or poi or even some rice and dal. It's an excellent side dish or as a main vegetable also. It tastes really very different from the normal puri bhaji that we are used to having. Now I'm going to cover and cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes on a very low flame. And now we're going to season it with some salt to taste and a pinch of sugar. Now remember, we already added salt when we were grinding the coarse paste. So we go a little bit easy on the salt, or you can give it a taste and see whether you need to add any more salt. And again, we're going to cover and cook this for another 1 or 2 minutes, because we want everything to really, come together really well, all the spices. And now we're just going to mix everything gently. You might find that the spice base is stuck to the bottom a little bit. Just scrape it off, and that also adds an extra flavor to this dish, a little bit of fried masala, and it comes off very easily. And that's it, friends. Your lovely peas and potato bhaji is all ready to enjoy. Try out this recipe and let me know how you like it. Tap in a sieve or a sift and wash it clean. This is very important. And then once your leaves are nicely drained out of all the water, you can just start making this beautiful and healthy and delicious vegetable. So here my leaves are all prepped up and chopped and ready to go. Now besides the leaves, I also require few other ingredients, very few ingredients. So here I have one medium-sized onion which I've chopped fine. This is 4 cloves of garlic which I've chopped. These are 2 light green chilies chopped fine. This is half a cup of fresh coconut grated and some salt to taste. So that's all we require for our recipe today. So let's begin. So here I've heated about 1.5 tablespoons of oil in my pan. Use a nice broad pan. Now once my oil is nice and hot on a low to medium flame, I'm going to first add my garlic or lasun. Give it a small fry till it turns a little bit brown. It shouldn't get burnt, just a little light brown. Then we're going to add the chilies and let the chilies fry too. So the oil gets nice and flavored with this green chilies and garlic. Now I'm going to add my onions, and we're going to fry the onion till it becomes nice and translucent. Now this Tambdi Bhaji is very good for health. It has a lot of good nutritional value. I will leave the benefits of eating this Tambdi Bhaji or Amaranth leaves at the end of the video, so just watch it till then. And now we're going to add our chopped up leaves. So chop them up nice and fine so it's easier to cook as well as eat. Now we're going to give this a good mix so that it gets mixed in well with our bagar of onion, garlic and green chilies. So give it a nice stir. Now, like all leafy vegetables, you don't need to add water to this because the leaves will leave out some water. Now we're going to flavor it with some salt to taste. Once you've added the salt, mix the salt in well. And then we're going to add our freshly grated coconut. If you don't have access to freshly grated coconut, you can also use your frozen coconut, grated coconut. Just mix everything nicely. And you'll get this beautiful aroma of this fresh vegetable being cooked. And now, friends, all we have to do is just cover and cook it for about 5 to 7 minutes, stirring in between, just to ensure that the vegetable is nice and cooked. It doesn't take a long time to cook leafy vegetables. They get ready very fast, and you should not overcook leafy vegetables because then it loses all its nutritional value if you overcook anything. So just for 5 to 7 minutes, and then keep it covered and cooked. So it just keep it covered so that it can cook with the residue heat. Now this goes very well as a side dish with any meal, or it's a meal in itself if you have it with some fresh chapatis or puris. So it's such a simple recipe. It's so nice and colorful with the lovely greens and reds. And then now all we're left to do is just serve it in a serving bowl. And we're ready to take it.
videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also, by clicking the thumbs up icon, also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way, whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye, take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.